What's the meaning of life? Hmm. That question and that answer has many ways, many forms, many definitions. And you can get to the same, little bit to the same answer by just asking, what do you like to do? What makes life worth living? I would say very few people would come up with a certain answer like that. What makes life worth living? About myself, I think my answer would be a little bit different to that question every day. Like if somebody asked me that question today, then somebody asked me that question tomorrow, I would answer a little bit different way. But in the core, if those answers make a circle, in the core is somehow that deep meaning of life. But before, and I'm loving to elaborate this question and this answer, as it's very personal how I feel right now, like everything on this channel. But before we go a little bit deeper, before we elaborate, let's take some more lightweight questions. So, what's my favorite hairstyle? My favorite hairstyle is somehow unmade bad hair, but clean hair for sure. Somehow unmade hair, because I kinda don't want to look perfect. I kinda don't. When you think about a beginning of the universe is expansive, and I believe in the patterns of the universe. And when you think about a beginning of any type, a beginning inside a day, and then it begins again, and it begins again, and it begins again, and it begins again, and it begins again. That's how universe is expanding. And when you think about a relation or resonance, it's beginning for its own beginning again. Once more, once more, once more. And you can go to sleep and wake up only by the belief of that beginning, because those beginnings made the goal of its meaning, and it's worth beginning again. Only with that certainty your beginning right now in this moment is able to tie up the future into that circle and make it back to this moment. Only with that certainty you are including future into the meaning. And since there is that certainty, as there is in the universe, it's expanding. Every time the beginning for its beginning is beginning somehow more. Although we can also make a beginning for an end. And from an end, when something decreases somewhere, something else increases. So I truly believe that in the power and by the power of the belief of a good meaning, we are allowing a new beginning for its beginning, and we are allowing the beginnings to begin again. Since a human being is making a choice every moment, every time, a choice to explore, a choice to care, a choice to move, a choice to experience. A human being chooses by its own being a move. Your being is a move. And all those choices are making your life worth living. All those choices are beginning again. They are beginning once more, and once more they become larger and expand even more. All those choices. One choice may lead to another, to another, to another, to another, and in that way the circle has moved into a different place from its original choice. And now the circle is just beginning a circle in a different place, but it has been led from one place to another. And sometimes that takes a lot of time to feel the certainty, confidence, and the degree of self-awareness where you can truly trust and wake up into that belief at ease. And at ease, there is that meaning, happiness for its own sake, and a degree of peacefulness. There is certainly meaning in peaceful happiness upon which you wake up. And perhaps that is one meaning of life. that is expanding. Peaceful happiness, it's expanding as well. It's circle. There is that accumulative compounding effect upon its beginning. Although variables may vary, but there are those choices. Making moves relative to other choices and other factors. And after all, in every moment, we come upon the belief and the question and the answer. What's meant to be? If there is meaning, what's meant to be? What's meant to be with that certainty that the circle is worth beginning infinite amount of times into the future. That is a degree of certain meaning. That every morning you can wake up that this is so good, one, that you are ready to go to the infinity. As simple as this sounds, this is one meaning of life. And since the future is unknown, even if you are already right now really certain that something is going to happen, you still cannot measure it anyhow. And thereby, people are in such a big disbelief because they cannot measure the potential value into the future. So they cannot see it, they cannot hear it, they cannot feel it, they cannot touch it, they cannot taste it, they cannot experience it. So they don't believe it. That's a big reason why they cannot maintain the value of values that's required for the potential future to grow. And right there is some meaning of life. Peace, keep real. A human being has two voices in their head. For example, when you decide to make a bold move and change your job, the old colleagues may question your choice, like, man, this was better one, but you go with your vision. So there is that one self-doubting voice that says this is a little bit too risky and something is not clicking well enough, something is a little bit off the place, something is not enough dreamlike. Yeah, that voice. And then there is the other voice that says, we're gonna find ways to work this out. This is the right thing to do right now, and when we do this, we will understand more that helps us further into new opportunities. And whenever, every day, meanwhile you have those two voices, you have to make sure the better voice is a little bit stronger every day. for the direction you want to go. Only that way it's gonna happen. So, how do you know it's meant to be, huh? There are 1,000 ways that naturally show it's meant to be. Let me give a simple example in human relations. Since I'm a secure type, I love giving the comforts, the good feeling for a person that they can go away with. They feel comfortable enough to pull back. Instead, and not connecting anymore since it's early. Most people are avoidant or anxious types, and they feel good about that feeling, that lovable feeling. It's too good to risk, to lose, to sacrifice. And right there is the light bulb moment. I hope every time they find what's meant to be for them. That's better for them, and only exceptionality remains. Only that is meant to be. Keep it real. Peace.
You've come to journey's end. Sleep now. Dream of the ones who came before. They are calling from across a distant shore. Why do you weep? What are these tears upon your face? Soon you'll see all of your fears will pass away, safe in my arms. You're only sleeping. What can you see? On the horizon, why do the white gulls call? Across the sea, a pale moon rises. The ships have come to carry you home. Dawn will turn to silver glass. Light on the water, all souls pass. Hope fades into the world of night, through shadows falling out of memory and time. Don't say we have come now to the end. White shores are calling. You and I